Smacking Off the Podcast with your hosts Shannon Madden and Doug Phillips.
And welcome back to Smacking Off the Podcast. I'm your host Shannon Madden. I'm joined with my dear friend Doug Phillips. Doug, how you doing?
I'm cold.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out here. Oh crap, the baby's doing the thing again. I got one of these baby monitor things. I'm gonna see if she's raising like. Oh yeah, Doug, that's you.
Go 10.
That's you, buddy.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
We've got Walter Bryan and we've got Sean Devine with us tonight, and we're going to talk some conference championship games. And I ain't talking about college conference championship games. We're talking about the big ones in the NFL.
We're a little late to the party. Actually, there's only 3 games to go, but they're going to be good ones.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, the less games there are, the better the games get.
Well, this year we've actually got the top 4 seeds in the conference championship, which most people don't like. They like to pull for the underdog and the upsets, but I mean, I think you've got the 4 best teams in the NFL in the conference championship, and I was a little questionable about the Patriots, but they destroyed the Chargers this week, so
yeah,
I think they're right in time.
Brady he's looked old this year, has he not?
Yeah, he certainly has, and I don't know if he'll stick to that playing 2 or 3 more years. We'll see, but he's still playing at a high level, no doubt.
Yep.
He didn't have to do much last week when Sony Michel rushed for 3 touchdowns.
True. And James White to me is the dark horse, unspoken hero of the league. I mean, that guy. I'll take James White every day of the week.
He was beautiful last week. 15 catches for just under 100 yards. Kept a lot of drives moving.
Exactly. Moving the chain. Super Bowl, should have been Super Bowl MVP, in my opinion, 2 years ago. But he just, he never gets the notoriety, but that guy gets it done for the Patriots. And to me, he's one of the top 32 in the league.
Man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm real excited about the possibility. I know it's the Chiefs have blown it a lot of times. But
and that's what I'm waiting for is the meltdown.
Well, but just the possibility of the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. What's the last Super Bowl the Chiefs went to? Super Bowl 2?
Under Hank Stram?
Super Bowl 4.
Was it Super Bowl 4?
Super Bowl 4 against the Vikings. They won 23-7. Len Dawson and Hank Stram with the 65 toss power trap. Put it in there, baby. Got it done.
Yep. Yeah, you won't win the Super Bowl like that anymore. That's for damn sure.
No, and the Vikings haven't won a Super Bowl yet, have they? I mean, they've reached it several times.
4 times. They are 0-4, just like the Buffalo Bills. Am I right?
That's correct. Yeah, that's right. But not consecutively like the Bills did. That's even greater futility.
That's heartbreaking.
Brutal.
The real head scratch. I mean, New England has been to the Super Bowl 10 times. That's a record, ain't it?
That is correct. Yep.
And they're 5-5.
Been to the AFC Championship. What is it?
This is 8 consecutive times 8 in a row.
Wow.
Next closest was Dallas with 5 in the 70s.
Yeah, that was Tom Landry, Dallas. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to rewrite history for numbers like that.
If Belichick wins this weekend, he will have more playoff wins just by himself as a coach than about probably 3/4, maybe more, maybe 85% of the NFL teams. Just to tell you something.
And if he wins the Super Bowl this year, he and both Tom Brady will have as many championships as any organization in the NFL.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Tom Brady, if he does win the Super Bowl, will have the most rings as an individual player. He's tied currently with Charles Haley, who got 2 with the Niners and 3 with the Cowboys. So, a lot for Brady and Belichick to play for this weekend, certainly.
That's what I like to see. I like to see history. A lot of people don't like to see the same winner time and time again. And the greatest always have their haters. That Tom Brady has no shortage of haters. But
Bama fan here. Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt that.
You got to respect their success, though, man. Look. I could put your favorite quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, out there, give him a 14-point lead, and he still wouldn't be able to achieve that kind of success.
I mean, the things that Brady and Belichick have done, especially in the modern NFL, 32 teams, always habitually drafting last in the first round or not having draft picks. It's a testament to what they've done, and they get guys from other teams that you think are played out, and they get quality mileage out of them.
Yeah, is that more a testament to Belichick, or is it a testament to Brady, or is it a testament to both? Because they've obviously been at the center of those that successful run.
It's Belichick and Kraft.
Yeah,
I give Brady a lot of credit, but Belichick and Kraft.
And it's rare that you ever hear a fan actually throw the owner in with in that discussion.
Well, Kraft has been a good owner. He stayed out of the way. He's approved,
and that's what a good owner does. I mean, quite frankly.
Yeah, I think it helps that you have Belichick, who's not only a great head coach, but he's basically the general manager, and says these are the guys we need, and then Kraft and his son go get them. Go get those guys, and they're doing this in the constraints of the salary cap era.
Yeah,
that's damn impressive.
And that's a good point that you make, because Belichick is one of the hardest working head coaches in the NFL. At every event, he's there. He's getting to know these players personally. He's in attendance, so, and he knows what he wants.
Oh, we got a Chiefs fan watching here. Sky Anastasia says, "Go Chiefs."
That guy.
You know him?
Yeah, I've seen him around. We need to get him on the show one time.
We're going to. He's gonna do some. What's the new league called, y'all?
The Alliance of American Football.
That's it.
Yeah.
And we've got the Salt Lake Stallions.
We got a team here in Birmingham.
Birmingham's getting a team.
Yeah, Birmingham Iron. Yeah,
the Birmingham Iron. Yeah.
And I think Memphis is getting a team, if I'm not mistaken. Atlanta got a team. I think there were 8 teams originally.
What are they doing? Just giving all the cities that. The shitty cities that can't get NFL teams.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, the cities he just named off all have pretty strong.
Well, Atlanta's got a
strong football fan base. Yeah,
what doesn't Atlanta have?
As long as
Atlanta
got it all.
Atlanta gets everything. Yeah,
as long as it stays in the spring and it doesn't turn into a kind of a WWE kind of thing when they did the XFL. If it's good football, people are going to watch. I'm not a big baseball
I don't know. I think I would prefer like a WWE thing where they come out and they just like literally beat the hell out of each other. Somebody grabs the ball and somebody pulls their hair. There's no flags thrown.
They recruit their cheerleaders from local strip clubs. So
that'd be hot.
I know Shannon and Doug I'm not sure. Walter, are you old enough to remember? I used to check out the NFL Europe stuff on Saturday mornings and early afternoons back in the 90s. And it was.
You mean like the World League of American Football?
No, it was NFL Europe.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And you had the Rhine Fire and the Barcelona Dragons and everything. And
okay,
it's funny.
That was originally the World League of American Football.
Well, yeah, way back in I think the 70s.
No.
A team in Hawaii.
That was in the 90s. It started out. Birmingham had a team called the Birmingham Fire.
Oh, that's yes, you're right.
And they moved to Barcelona.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I remember. Yeah,
so I think it morphed into NFL Europe.
But those were some competitive games.
Yeah, those of us that really crave football during baseball season, we'll watch. If it's a quality product, we'll watch.
Birmingham's
some of these guys might make it to the NFL.
And I don't know. I don't know why all these other leagues have decided to try to tinker a little bit with length of field and I don't know why we can't have pretty much like a minor league. Major League Baseball has the minor leagues. I don't know why we don't have an official minor league product to develop more talent to go on to the NFL.
The Scottish Claymores. That's a real thing. That was from the...
Well, I mean, because the NFL treats major college football as its minor league. I mean, there's respect going both ways between the Power 5 conferences and the NFL. You know, for example, when New Year's Day falls on a Sunday, you'll see that most of the big bowls will kick there either the day before or the day after.
You are now listening to Smacking Off the Podcast. Like and comment on our damn videos. Subscribe to our fucking channel. I really hate you dumb fuckers need to be told that. You should have already subscribed. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hashtag Family Smack. The worst smack group ever. Look for us on Facebook and on MeWe.
You know, that's just kind of the unwritten kind of good old boy rule they have with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good point. But, you know, there are a lot of undrafted talents that are out there. A lot of them are playing in the CFL right now. I know Auburn, for instance, I'm a big fan of Trey Mason. He's the greatest running back I've seen at Auburn in the last long time. Let's put it that way.
Well, you're absolutely right.
He's playing in the CFL right now. You know,
think about it. The greatest CFL quarterback ever is also in the NFL's Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's Warren Moon. You know, nobody'd give him a chance, and he did, I think, 5 years up in Canada, and he still owns a lot of the passing records up there.
Wouldn't that be cool as shit to have the champion of this alliance and play the actual champion of the CFL? And kind of make like a North American.
That actually happened. That happened back in the day. The AFL and NFL. That's what made the NFL what it is now.
Yeah,
that would be watch worthy. I would watch it myself.
Yeah,
I would too. Absolutely. You know. So, but yeah, I'm excited for it, and I'm going to give it a watch, and I hope it's a decent product. You know.
Yeah, I'll give it a look. I don't. The NFL is king to me, and between my Auburn Tigers and the NFL, I mean, there's very little room for anything else. But
you know what you need,
but I will, if it's on at the right time. If they say, for instance,
where you can
Thursday night game,
you can talk from,
or you know, if it doesn't compete with anything else, I'd say they could get viewership.
I need to be here where the action is.
If it's spring and early summer, hey, I'm down to watch because I'm not a big baseball guy, so you know I'll definitely check it out.
Man, baseball's so hard to watch. It really is.
You got to watch the pitchers. You have to have a favorite pitcher, and you got to watch them go to work. That's all there is to see.
I mean, going to a game is way better. It's one of those sports because you know football, and there's nothing like going to a football game, a live football game, and I don't get a chance to do it as often as I like to. But you know, yeah, it's really convenient to sit at home watch football. There's, you know, the way that they program football, I guess, as a program. You know, it's kind of chopped up, you know, to be pretty engaging and exciting, and it's also comfortable in your own living room. And we all have the surround sound and the big screen TVs now, and so on and so forth. Which is, you know, we can start this topic on another show, but I mean, you know, that I think that kind of contributed to the lower ticket prices for the national championship game this year. A lot of folks were watching that shit on TV.
Wait in line to go to the bathroom, and your fridge always has a beer.
Absolutely.
And how much did it cost to park again? I mean, you know, yeah, just all of those things. Just even for somebody that's, you know, affluent that has the means to do it, it's still kind of tough to justify when you can go pop into your favorite local bar down the street and spend, you know, a fraction of the money and watch the game and still watch it in such a way that it's still enjoyable and exciting. And I don't let it. Major League Baseball just doesn't. Even trying to watch a World Series, unless you're really pulling for one team or the other, it's kind of really hard to get into just the pace of the game.
Before I do that, I'll go down to Pelham and watch Alabama play hockey.
Yeah, or we can go down to we'll go down and watch a game. The Barons play downtown at that new little stadium.
No, the Crimson Ice, dude.
Oh,
do baseball teams even tailgate, or baseball fans? Do they tailgate?
It depends on the stadium. If you got parking for it, like for example, I'm originally from Chicago, and there's two teams. The Cubs don't have the room. There's no parking there, so you really can't tailgate at Wrigley Field. But on the south side, the White Sox have plenty of parking.
You stray too far out of the parking lot, you're going to get shot, too.
They do tailgate.
And that's where the party's at, right? South Side Chicago.
But yes. Milwaukee, the Brewers, they tailgate, but I mean, they treat it like it's a Packers game. So I mean, they tailgate for everything. They tailgate for like weddings and stuff.
Well, before we change subjects, Shannon just mentioned the national title, and man, y'all got y'all's ass kicked, didn't you?
Yeah.
Who?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Hey, they shut down Jerry Jeudy after that first long completion, and man, Jerry Jeudy to me and Tua run that offense. I don't know what happened, but y'all got shut down.
I think it was a combo of Bama not being ready and Clemson being extremely ready. I mean, they had this game circled since.
Tua took it lightly a little bit because that first interception or the second interception actually that he threw deep to Jeudy, man, he just threw that out there like they were in practice, like he'd been doing it all year, and the result wasn't the same. I
think that if both teams would have been prepared at their best, I think Clemson wins by 10.
I don't know. No disrespect to Alabama, but man, I didn't see that coming.
Nobody did.
Nobody did. I mean, even there was a lot of people that predicted that Clemson would win, but at the same time, nobody saw the absolute just dismantling.
No, there's people who said it. There's people who said it, but they were more hoping than anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Instead of actually having an informed decision.
One narrative, though, that we've had for the past few years.
What's that?
And that's that you must have a dual threat quarterback to beat Alabama. And really,
Trevor Lawrence did it on his feet, buddy.
Did not run around very much.
No, he did it on. Well, I mean, and why would you have to when you have that much time in the pocket? I can't stress enough how impressed I was.
No, Alabama got beat on the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did.
Clemson's defensive line was the factor in that game to me. I mean, they rushed 4, dominated doing it.
All right, guys, I'm not trying to change the subject because I hate the subject, but we got to talk. We got to talk about some Rams, Saints, and some Chiefs and
let's do it.
And Patriots.
So the thing I've noticed. So if we start with the AFC, one, weather is supposed to be a factor this weekend. It's supposed to get extraordinarily cold. Potential for snow. And right now the line is the Patriots are a 3-point dog with the over-under sitting at 55.
But the Patriots they're no stranger to snow and ice.
No, I agree. But I'm just saying for both teams, I think I don't know if we're going to see quite the explosive plays if the weather is as bad as it is.
Well, I don't know. I that game to me is the most intriguing one. That matchup between the dominant New England Patriots of the past decade and a month ago before the Kareem Hunt incident, I said the Chiefs were the best team in the league, hands down. They were number one. And I don't know without Kareem Hunt that they are. And like I said earlier, I question the Patriots heading into this week. I mean, I don't know that, what are they, 11-5 or?
Now 12-5.
Yeah. So that they just don't seem to be. I don't know. They seem to be something, and I don't know what it is. But
just like the national championship game, I think this game's going to be decided along the lines. Can the Patriots get any pressure on the MVP to be Mahomes, and can they protect Tom Brady, and can they run the ball with White and Michelle? If they can run the ball, which is what I think the Patriots want to do in this game, and run the clock, if they can run the ball for decent yards, I think the Chiefs are in for a long day.
Well, I agree, but I think the Patriots have to shut down Travis Kelce first. If you want to shut down Patrick Mahomes, you better start with Kelce.
Oh, he was eating the Colts alive on Saturday.
And the Patriots are known for taking away your best weapon, and they have a good linebacking core. I don't know who they're going to put on Kelce, but let's just say Kelce doesn't have that great a day. I think the momentum swings in New England's favor big time.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. The key for the Patriots defense will be to shut Travis Kelce down because he can do so many different things. Yeah. It's everyone wants to point to Tyreek Hill, who's phenomenal. He's great. He's a burner. But really, Kelce allows those receivers to get that open because nobody knows what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And he's a mismatch.
He accounts for the middle. He's a physical mismatch and number one tight end in the league, in my opinion.
Right now, absolutely. I agree.
Now, they've got one meeting that they met one time this year in Foxborough, am I right?
Yeah, difference of 3 points. I was going to mention that, actually. The two best games I saw this year involved the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Patriots. They were both, and all three of those teams are going to be playing this weekend, so...
And I think Saints, that Rams-Saints game was a hell of a game, too.
Hey, after they let Kareem Hunt go, I shifted to the Saints. I said the Saints are the best team in the NFL, and they can be. The Saints could be your world champion, but we're talking about the other three,
right?
So this is a doozy we got this weekend for sure.
Our audio-only podcast is hosted at podcastgarden.com/podcast/smackingOff, or find us on Google Play Music or on iTunes.
Do you know me? I'm one of the best-known cowboys in Texas. But a lot of people don't recognize me in a cowboy hat. So I just carry the American Express card. It can help you out in plenty of tough situations because you never know when you're going to be surrounded by redskins. Howdy.
To apply for the card, look for this display and take one.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
Yeah, I definitely think the Chiefs-Patriots game is probably going to be the better game. I really do. And that's not I'm not saying the Rams-Saints game isn't going to be a good game. It will be. But the 43-40 game we saw between the Chiefs and the Patriots earlier this year is kind of what I think we're going to get, except maybe a little lower scoring this weekend.
Well, let me show my NFL ignorance here for 1 second. Are both of these games on Sunday?
They are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought
one's at 3 o'clock and 6:30.
3 o'clock and 6:30. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
6:30. And that means I won't get to watch the majority because I have to freaking work Sunday night, but I'll be keeping up with it somehow.
But you've got the four top scoring teams in the league, which is very exciting. It's really which teams that play the better defense in these games. I think that's going to probably come out your winner.
Well, who do you think has the best defense of the four? The Los Angeles Rams?
I do. I think the Rams do, considering they have a very good defensive line and they have good cover corners. And the one thing the Saints can't afford to do this week, like they did last week, is come out slow.
No.
You can come out slow against the Eagles and survive, which they did. Let's not tap dance around it. They didn't beat the Eagles; they survived the Eagles. And I don't think they can afford to do that against the Rams. And they certainly can't allow the Rams to get that running game going like the Rams did against the Cowboys. They rushed for something like just under 300 yards rushing.
Yeah. Well, the Rams will do that.
Well, you got C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley coming at you. That's quite the two-headed monster.
It is. And Jared Goff, I've been extremely impressed with the young kid. Coming out of UCLA, I thought he was just going to be average, but he's been way above average.
Well, he's been good because of the running game. Now, the one game that he looked human was against the Bears. If you put pressure on him, if you can stop the run and put pressure on him, he can make some errant throws, which he did in that Bears game. And so it all starts for the Saints with stopping the run. If they can't stop the run, then Goff will have a good day. But if everything is put on Goff's shoulders, I don't know if he can quite handle that. Because he certainly didn't on that Sunday night primetime game against Chicago.
So let me ask you this. Do you think anybody can slow down Alvin Kamara?
Well, only the Saints can slow down Alvin Kamara if they don't use him properly.
Exactly.
But I'd be using the hell out of him. He's absolutely electric. I love watching Alvin Kamara, whether he's running the ball or catching the ball.
Man, I'd say he's up there in the top 3% of the NFL running backs. I mean, he may be the best running back in the NFL. And you look at him and you see his stature, and you don't want to believe he is, but that kid's got everything that you need in a starting running back.
He's easily a top 3 back in the league. The problem is his numbers don't show because he's splitting time with Mark Ingram, obviously, who's a great short yardage power runner. But Kamara can do it all. Kamara's proven he can run between the tackles, but why beat him up when you have Ingram there?
Right.
But no, he's a 5-tool running back. I mean, he even picked up some great blocks for Breeze last week. To give Breeze extra time.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. So you get him in the open field. Good luck trying to tackle him.
Well, guys, let's get some predictions on these games. Let's start with AFC.
Let me say this before we do any predictions, because I can't actually. I'm not actually going to make a formal pick because I have this playoff challenge going on.
Gotcha.
In Family Smack right now, and I need to remind all the participants that I tallied some scores earlier, and I'm going to post those after this segment. But everybody needs to remember that we're picking the winner versus the spread. And so far, either the underdog has been the victor or the winning team covered the spread, except for the Saints this week. The Saints did not cover the spread. They were giving up 8 points, and they only won by 6. So,
well, the last line on that game was the Saints -9. It went up a point about a half hour before kickoff. So, yeah, they certainly didn't cover that. Yeah. See,
I post the spread on every Thursday. So, I also missed that game. I took the Saints covering the spread, and so did everyone else did also. So, I just want to remind the participants that when we pick, you have to pick the winner versus the spread, and you have to pick an over and under. And right now, it looks like Keith Lee and Daniel Evans, I think, are in the driver's seat right now in both of those. So,
and I just want to I threw up the line for the Patriots Chiefs game. I'll throw the line out right now for the Rams and the Saints. Rams are a 3.5 point dog with an over under at 57 currently. And the site in source is the Westgate Superbook out of Vegas. So
3.5 point underdog. But I didn't think I'd ever see the Rams be an underdog this season. So that's a tough pick.
I mean, if you're betting these games, I mean, I got to take the dogs, and I'd probably take the under. Those are big numbers. Maybe the only over I might play is the Rams at Saints because they're in a climate-controlled dome. Could see some scoring in that game. But
last week we had 2 overs and 2 unders. But you're right; it's normally the under.
I got crunched last week. Divisional round was not good for me. I'll just say that. And I'll leave it at that.
Well,
wild card round was good.
Who's going to win this NFC Championship game, guys? I know Walter's going to give a cryptic answer, or he's not going to answer, but I know Sean will tell us.
I'm going to take the Rams with the defense. Aaron Donald's playing lights out. Ebukam is a very underwhelming player, but he makes timely plays. And then, of course, you got Talib there in the secondary and Peters. So I'm going to take the Rams, we'll say 27-24. Yeah, no, make it 34-31 Rams.
So you're saying who that nation's going to be disappointed, you're saying?
They're going to be disappointed. You get a Greg Zuerlein field goal at the gun, Rams 34, Saints 31. And then in the AFC, I just can't go against Belichick and Brady. I think they're going to figure out Andy Reid. Andy Reid habitually chokes in games like this. And Mahomes.
Let me pause you right there. Has Andy Reid ever won a Super Bowl?
No.
Isn't that
not as a head coach? Not as a head
coach.
The
longest tenure in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken, and in my opinion, one of the greatest coaches out there. And he's never won the big one.
Correct. As a head coach, he has won as an assistant coach with the Packers and Brett Favre.
Mike Holmgren.
Yes. Yep.
Well, you got to kind of root for Andy Reid. He is a good guy, and man, I hate that he's never tasted, the big one. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm
a bit of a biased source though, because I am a Raiders fan and I hate the Chiefs.
I've never tasted the big one, so.
Yeah,
and I never will.
I think what Shannon said.
Yeah, Shannon's full.
I'm taking
Shannon Russell or Shannon Madden?
Either.
Either or.
I'm going to take the Patriots 28, Chiefs 27.
27. That's going to be a good one there.
Tom Brady gets a game-winning touchdown drive.
All right, Walter, talk about these games, but don't tell us the score.
Well, I don't know what else to say about the games. If I'm with, I have to see the current spreads. I haven't looked yet, but I'm with Sean as far as the overs and unders being a little elevated. I believe they're a little high, but as far as winners, I told you I can't pick because of my challenge. But I will say this: I am riding with Tom Brady again, and I'm riding with the New England Patriots, and I hope that's who I want to see win it all. So that means the other three teams have to lose if you're a fan of one of those. But
and aside from my picks, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Walter. Just I want to say one more thing. If the Saints win, I won't have a problem with that because we will finally get a Brady Breeze Super Bowl, which I think would be great for the country. I think that'd be a great Super Bowl to see two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time get a chance to lace it up in the biggest game. You know, I think that'd be great.
I totally agree.
I agree with you. But I will say this: I think the Los Angeles Rams have impressed me all season. I had Todd Gurley in my fantasy league. I should have won that league. Can you believe that? I made it to the damn championship, and Todd Gurley didn't play. He laid a 0 on me.
Well, he got the knee. You know, they had to protect him with the knee. If you had him not this year, but last year, you would have run all over everybody because he was the fantasy king last year.
Man, he was averaging like 28 points a game for most of the season, and that was my mistake by not replacing him in my lineup. But I ended up losing the championship by 8 points. And the irony is that Todd Gurley had a 0.
That's a stinker. That's a bummer, man.
I just want to finish by saying I do think the Rams are still a contender, and go Patriots.
Go Patriots.
Anybody but the Chiefs.
Ram my ass.
All
right, guys. It's been good.
Walter, y'all have a good night.
Y'all,
okay. See y'all.
Take care, guys.
Peace.
Find Smacking Off the podcast on YouTube, at Podcast Garden, Google Play Music, and iTunes. Make sure to check out the 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday and Friday Facebook Live episodes at #FamilySmack.